Thank you. Welcome. I'm Tony Colucci. I'd like to welcome you to the February 12, 2026 meeting of the Western New York Power Proceeds Allocation Board. I see our colleagues Paul Brown and Brenda McDuffie, as well as Dennis Elsenbeck at the NYPA Buffalo office, and Deanna, Brennen, and myself are attending via Zoom. I'd like to welcome you all to the meeting. Hopefully it'll be a fairly smooth and short one. This is a scheduled board meeting, as you all, I'm sure, are aware. Duly noticed in accordance with the open meetings law of the state of New York. Prior to the meeting, we distributed a proposed agenda. I know all the members of the board have had the chance to review it. Are there any changes that need to be made to the agenda? Hearing none, I will accept a motion to approve the agenda as presented.
Moved. Brenda McDuffie.
Second, Paul Brown.
Excellent. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Very good. As you all know, for the record, we all meet with staff prior to this meeting and disclose to them any potential conflicts of interest based upon the agenda that existed at the time of the meeting. We always like to update that at this meeting to confirm that no one has a potential conflict of interest. Are there any that need to be disclosed at this time?
No.
No.
Terrific. Moving right along. In addition to a proposed agenda, the minutes from our October 29th, 2025 meeting were distributed to all members of the board. Are there any changes that need to be made to that document? Hearing none, I'll accept a motion to approve the minutes as presented.
Move.
Second, Brenda McDuffie.
Moved by Dennis, seconded by Brenda. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Very good. Angela, I'd like to ask you, if you could, to provide us with a fund update.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. The total deposits to the fund currently stand at $135,025,949, with accrued interest amounting to $4,831,492, bringing the total funds available to $139,857,441. Disbursements made to grantees total $37,765,472, resulting in a current fund balance of $102,091,969. No administrative expenses have been withdrawn to date. To date, $66,056,214 in fund benefits have been awarded. $54,100,842 has been awarded for standard projects, and $11,955,372 has been awarded for energy-related projects. The allocation board has $73,801,227 in funds available for future awards, and a minimum of 15% of the fund, which is $20,253,892, must support energy-related projects. With $11,955,372 awarded to date, that leaves us $8,298,520 available for energy-related initiatives. And today, the board is presented with a recommendation to consider funding for two standard projects totaling $1,909,906.
Thank you. We don't need to take any action with respect to that report, but do any of the members have questions for Angela? Hearing none, let's move along to round 42. And Angela, would you present the staff's recommendation for an award of fund benefits?
Yes. Thank you again. Staff recommends that the allocation board approve a $1.5 million fund benefit award to WavePoint PL Inc. WavePoint 3 PL Inc. WavePoint is a rapidly growing third-party logistics provider serving manufacturing, retail, and e-commerce clients throughout the Northeast and the Midwest. The company operates nearly 2 million square feet of warehousing across 21 facilities, including having multiple locations within Western New York. To expand its Western New York footprint, WavePoint plans to acquire develop to expand its Western New York footprint. Wavepoint plans to acquire and redevelop an approximately 300,000 square foot industrial facility at 231 Ship Canal Parkway, which is the old Certainty facility. The project will include the acquisition and modernization of an underutilized industrial site, infrastructure upgrades and dock improvements, installation of advanced warehouse management and logistics system, and an inventory and an investment in machinery and equipment and FF&E. The total project cost is approximately $25 million, with the recommended award representing roughly 6% of the total project cost. There are several factors that do support this recommendation. The project represents a significant private sector capital investment, with proceeds funding accounting for only 6%, as mentioned before. The 55,000 job commitment provides a strong job to funding ratio and aligns directly with the business investment track objectives of underwriting measurable employment growth in our region. The redevelopment of a large industrial facility in Buffalo supports the smart growth principles, strengthens the regional logistics and distribution cluster, and enhances cross-border and interstate supply chain efficiency. And the investment in upgrade logistics systems and facility modernization will improve the company's operational capacity, reduce transportation and handling costs, and position the company for scalable growth in this competitive sector. The project also does align with the Western New York REDC priorities that are focused on growing tradable sectors and supports traditional economic development goals of job creation and business investments in Western New York. It's anticipated that if approved, fund benefits would be used to reimburse a portion of infrastructure, M&E, FF&E costs, with the disbursement anticipated in arrears upon verification that the project has made the correct expenditures and that all of the contractual commitments have been satisfied.
Thank you, Angela. Any questions for Angela concerning this particular application?
Not a question, Mr. Chair, but just
Yes.
a comment. I'm very pleased that we have the opportunity to bring this company and making a shared investment with them in this area. Some of the things that Angela highlighted that I think are very positive for our region are the creation of the 55 full-time jobs or full-time equivalents at their location, and they're paying an average of $50,000 annually. And that always bodes well for increasing not only economic opportunities for the company, but for the region. So I would actually offer a motion to move this forward.
Thank you. Thank you for the motion. Brenda, any other questions for Angela before I ask for a second?
Good. Chair, can I just also make a statement? This, I think, is an example of, really looking at existing industrial stock and putting money towards the industrial stock so that we actually are able to revitalize our communities. I wish there was more of these type of projects, because all we have to do is drive around Buffalo and the outskirts of Buffalo and just see industrial facilities sitting vacant and deteriorating before our eyes. So I just like that someone took the effort of it reinvesting.
Mm-hmm.
That is smart growth to me.
Mm-hmm.
So thank you for that.
Yeah, well said, Dennis. Thank you. Any other comments or questions before I call for a second? Hearing none, is there a second to Brenda's motion?
Dennis.
Dennis, second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Sounds like that passed unanimously. Angela, would you provide us with a summary of the second recommendation for an award of fund benefits today?
Sure will. Staff recommends that the allocation board approve a $409 $1,906 fund benefit award to Preservation Buffalo Niagara, or PBN. PBN is a not-for-profit organization dedicated to protecting and promoting Western New York's historic architecture and cultural heritage. The project involves the rehabilitation and adaptive reuse of the Eliza Quirk House, one of the few remaining pre-Civil War historic structures located at 72 Sycamore Street in downtown Buffalo. The building is a designated local landmark and listed on the National Register of Historic Places. The total project cost is approximately $1.8 million, with the recommended award representing roughly 23% of the total project cost, which is what the applicant did apply for. Once restored, the Eliza Quirk House will serve as headquarters for PBN and function as a central hub for preservation tours, workshops, and other community programming. The restoration will also strengthen PBN's partnership with Explore Buffalo by adding the property to the annual Doors Open event, which attracts more than 600,000 visitors per year. Although this funding track does not require job commitments, there are several factors that do support this recommendation. The project advances smart growth principles through adaptive reuse of existing historic infrastructure in downtown Buffalo, leveraging prior public investment in preserving an irreplaceable building stock in the city. It's located within the Michigan Street African American Heritage Corridor, and this project complements the broader cultural and tourism initiatives surrounding key landmarks in that area, like the Michigan Street Baptist Church, the Colored Musicians Club, and then also piggybacking on the city's plans for the reconstruction of Michigan Street. And it also supports the ongoing revitalization efforts that we have on Buffalo's east side. PBN has assembled a diversified funding package, including public and philanthropic support, which is demonstrating their long-term commitment and readiness for the project. And proceeds award would help to close a funding gap for the project. And while this is not a traditional job creation project, the investment is expected to increase assessed property value, strengthen nonprofit tenancy, support cultural tourism, and contribute to the long-term neighborhood stabilization. If approved, fund benefits would reimburse for a portion of hard costs for the project, and disbursement would be anticipated in arrears upon completion of eligible work and the verification of expenditures and the verification that all contract terms have been complied with.
Thank you, Angela. Any questions for Angela concerning the second application we're considering today? Hearing none, I'll call for a motion to approve the recommendation of staff to award $409,906 to Preservation Buffalo Niagara.
I'll make the motion, Paul Brown.
It's moved by Paul. Do we have a second?
I'll second it, Brenda McDuffie.
Seconded by Brenda. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Aye.
One opposed. That would be Dennis? Correct,
Yes.
Dennis? Okay, thank you. Abstentions? I believe the motion passed 4-1. Okay, I believe that's all the official business we have today. Our next meeting is scheduled for April 7th, 2026. If there's no other business before the board, I'll call for a motion to adjourn.
Motion, Dennis.
Second, Brenda.
Thank you. We're adjourned.